I'm Joe Moses, and welcome to Fandom Talks.
Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Gracepoint. We haven't really covered Gracepoint just because so far up until this point, it's been very much parallel to Broadchurch, which is the original version that they filmed for the UK. But now that the paths have diverged, we figured it'd be a good time to start talking about it and start speculating. I have watched Broadchurch, Andrea hasn't, so we're working it backwards for her to try to get like the two different perspectives and see how much they differ truly.
So for those of you who don't watch Gracepoint or watching this video for fun or barely watch Gracepoint or watch Broadchurch or whatever, Gracepoint is a 10-part murder mystery where they're aiming to solve the murder of Danny Solano, a 14-year-old boy who was killed in a town called Gracepoint. Now, the same actor that plays the same detective in both Gracepoint and Broadchurch is... what's his name? David Tennant, that's right. I was a little wary about Anna Gunn because I fucking hated her in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I hated her character, and I hated her because she was her character. And so I was a little, wary about her, but I'm really glad with what she's done. I'm really proud of her work.
We left off with finding Tommy after he'd been supposedly kidnapped, but he tells a different story and says that he was searching for the hiker himself.
Now Tommy spits this weird story that he was looking for the hiker, and he wanted to show him a picture of Danny so that he felt sorry for him or whatever, or knew the pain that Tommy was going through. But Tommy, I'm calling your bullshit. Put all your cards out on the table. I will collect them if I'm wrong, but I'm calling bullshit because there's something more to Tommy that we haven't seen yet.
Do you think he killed him?
I don't think he killed him, but I think he knows something that happened that he's not telling anybody. He was fucking smashing his computer at the end of this episode.
That's true.
Trying to delete everything on it.
That was fishy.
Yeah, of course it's fishy. It's fishier than the fishes he has on his computer. Like, shit. It's very, very, very fishy. The show's doing a really good job of placing blame on everybody. They're doing a really good job of making everybody look guilty, which is what a murder mystery should do.
Yes.
Make everyone look a little bit guilty, and so it surprises everyone when the actual murderer comes out. For the whole series, the show's been making the Reverend look extremely guilty.
He's really creepy, gives me the heebie-jeebies and like he's just shady.
Now I had two different theories. One was that he killed Danny himself in order to be closer to Beth in some kind of crazy haze fantasy that he had. Two, he's the father of Danny. He's Danny's father.
Which would make sense because really Danny looks absolutely nothing like Mark or his sister. Another thing that happened in the last episode that left us all in suspense was that Susan Wright, or whatever her name is, was arrested, and she's not talking until they find her dog, which Mark's partner stole for some reason.
Now, here's what I think about Mark's partner. He's definitely a little sus. And there's something going on with the storyline. But we haven't learned the depth of his relationship with Susan. Because there's something going on there with the poisoned brownies, with the dog, with their interactions that are just plain weird. And until we know more about that, we won't be able to speculate in depth. But there's something about Susan. I think she was near Danny after his death. And that's not to say that she killed him. But I think she was near his body, which is how she got this skateboard, which is how the cigarettes got on the beach. She must have just chilled there in one of her weird little hazes. And she knows something. So maybe it is Mark's partner who killed Danny. He was going to take the dog to shoot him, but he couldn't kill a cute face, but he could kill a child. The thing that you've got to look at with these kinds of things is who has the capability to kill. And the only person that we've seen kill on screen is Susan when she killed that rooster or that chicken.
Yeah, that chicken.
Like point blank.
Yeah.
Just no remorse.
Question of this video. Have any of you seen Broadchurch? Do you like what's going on with Gracepoint? I try to keep quiet because I want to see if she figures it out. And I also want to see if they keep the same killer. So
That's
like,
the one thing they said, though, that they wouldn't keep the same killer.
well, that's what they would say. But then recently in an interview that David Tennant said, he was like, oh, I can't say if they actually kept the same killer or not. So I feel like they're running us all in circles.
Let me ask you this. With the storyline that's going right now, would the killer in Broadchurch make any sense?
Yes, it still makes sense.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, and we will see you all tomorrow. Bye!